Hey everyone! You know, Kidder Music Service is one of the greatest assets to our school district. From providing day-to-day materials like reeds and valve oil to purchasing pieces of sound and instrumental equipment, there isn't anything they can't do. Kidder Music Service helps our students sound the best they can each and every day, and we are proud to call them a Music in the Making sponsor. If you are looking for similar materials for your school, don't hesitate to call and ask for assistance and mention us, Music in the Making, today. Their number is 309-692-4040, or visit kiddermusic.com, that's Kidder music.com today for all your music classroom needs. And now, on to the podcast. Welcome to Music in the Making.
That's illegal.
I want to be with you everywhere. A Halloween party. Oh, that's fun. Let's talk about work.
That's not what I said. Well, and I like Stanridge, so it's like I kind of.
Oh, you guys are friends?
Yeah,
You guys
I talked
are
to. Yeah, we talked.
Talked
we
to him
talked
last week.
a whole 5 minutes at Midwest last year. We are 3 high school and junior high music teachers from West Central Illinois.
And someone had to go to the bathroom during intermission and missed it. And that someone is me.
Yeah! Each week we will talk about our experiences in the classroom, community, and personal lives too. Please welcome your hosts, Lisa Hallen.
We say move all this stuff down there, and then it gets moved, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, why have we moved that from there to there to there? Stop recording.
Art Martinez, happy Friday if it's not a Friday, or Saturday or Sunday, or if you're Lisa, it's a week later. And Kevin Ferry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
During class.
Need to shout out Madeline Wood for shouting us out. Did you guys at least say shout out when she shouted you out?
Just Lisa by herself saying shout out.
When she's like, you should have been like, shout out! That would have been funny, but
That would have been for the 2 people in the room who.
whatever, there's like 6. There's like 6.
No, I was just like starstruck that she said it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. You're going to need to tell her, hey, we just dropped one. We just dropped the deuce. Are we? Now we're recording. Said that.
Welcome back to another episode. Did you miss us? Because we missed you.
Holy cow, it's been a minute.
It's weird because, who was it? I was talking to someone and I said, you know, it's weird because I feel like this job, it stays the same. As in, like, you always know what comes next and you always, like, have, like, that plan of action of, like, this ensemble. Like, marching band's first and then it goes into concert band. But I felt like this year was the busiest for whatever reason. I'm like looking at, like, I don't know what's different than previous years. Marching band is happening and then it's done and then it goes into this. But, like, I just felt like I have found no time to just be like doing anything but work. So
To be a podcaster.
to be a podcaster, because that's my dream, you know, retire early so that after this podcast becomes millions of views, it's gonna be Joe Rogan then us. That's what we're gonna get.
Yeah. I was actually listening to a podcast the other day, the New England Patriots, one of their podcasts. My chair's not working. One of the New England Patriots podcasts, and they were talking about there's like 2 million podcasts in the world, and only like a very, very small percentage of them actually make money. It's insane. Like, so, and we're one of those.
We are.
Thank you, Kidder.
Thank you, Kidder. Yes.
What?
Yes.
This is like-
No, I was just
This
like,
is
are you guys getting paychecks? Because
Yeah. She's like.
Is
I
it
haven't
per
seen-
word spoken?
I mean,
That's why I don't have one.
I mean,
But no, I was filling out some POs today. The last 3 POs we did were all to Kidder Music, like in this school, because you must have just paid 1, 2, and then I had 2 more.
oh, it was
Yeah.
when we get the email that says
We love
your
Kidder.
district has not paid this, like, ugh,
Yes.
there's 40 attachments to it.
Yeah.
Like, get it paid?
We're
Whatever.
needy.
So yeah, we've been really, really busy.
Yeah.
We had a fantastic season for football for regular season.
Yeah.
The postseason,
Yeah.
But
it's
that stuff
tiring.
happens, and that gets really distracting. And a couple of our trips were really long road trips to Mendota and Spring Valley Hall. So our bus leaves, and I can't do a podcast, but you guys always can. You have my permission to do a podcast without me.
It's just not the same.
It's
Why
not.
would I miss
I try to do.
There are some
banter.
people out there like, yes, Kevin's not on.
During those episodes, we'll just have like a sound machine and just do like, what would Kevin say in this situation? Just like kid,
Just
it'd be
have
like-
drops.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sure we could put it on the mallet station.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be fun.
How many keys are
These
there?
are-
Like 30 something? You like
Just
Kevin's
Kevin-
30 most
Kevin's-
said phrases.
Yeah, exactly. It's gotta be your bowl.
For sure.
It's
So,
just- anyway.
marching band?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so before we started recording, I looked, I'm like, okay, I'm afraid. When was the last time we posted an episode? September 13th, so it's been a little bit. So, we're gonna try to wrap up everything that kind of happened since then. So yeah, Marching Band. We finished the season by going to WIU.
Shout out! Let's go next!
Go
Let's go
next.
next,
I
yeah.
didn't know what we were going for.
Oh,
It's been a while.
It's
for
been a
us,
while.
too.
We're rusty. We're
Now I'm
rusty. It's
ready.
okay.
Now I'm ready.
Okay. Anyway, so WIU Classic. That's like our final competition of the year for a lot of bands too. I'd say the one thing going into that was like I was telling the kids like there's gonna be bands we haven't gone up against all year because there's people from up north that come down
Way
for this
up
one.
north.
So so we finished 8th in our class, which was awesome. And partly because I think
You okay?
this season with the music and trying something new that I think the kids were definitely feeling like, oh my gosh, we can't beat these bands over and over again because we just meet the same ones at the same competitions. So to finally beat a couple of bands at a big competition, and not only just any bands but like bands from even up north that we're beating, I think was a relief for them to be like, okay, we finally got the concept. So all good. We already have our idea for next year. And honestly, I
Tell me, what is it?
No.
I can't reveal it, unfortunately, but I will say this. I think it's going to probably be a shock for almost everyone because it's probably like something that maybe has already been done before, but maybe like we can just do it better or like maybe no one's ever done it in the area. So I'm just going to leave you on a giant cliffhanger until we can reveal it officially, which
I
I
got
think
my chair to work for those of you that cared.
they can hear it.
Oh,
Here's
it won't
chair.
lean back now.
Don't lean back too far. I've had that problem before.
That's in the other chair.
Yeah,
my
that's
chair's
true.
good.
This is true.
All right, sorry. marching
Anyway,
band.
so marching season's done.
Yay!
So now we all get to have our Mondays and Thursdays back.
Oh my gosh, yesterday I was like, wait, it's like, what? I have to have something today,
Yeah.
and I did it. It was
The
wild.
first week that we didn't have it, I think I still had stuff going on, so
Yeah.
it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
But then like the week after, it was like, okay, this is my first genuine Monday. I don't have something going on. And
It's
it's
kind
also-
of awesome. It's weird.
Well,
but
it's like
kind of awesome.
also like dark at 4:30.
Yeah,
So
well,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, okay,
But
well.
to be home at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, what is that?
I remember-
I don't know what that is, and it's really weird. But I get a few weeks here after football before Mads that just
Yeah.
I'm home and I'm watching. I'm watching.
Yeah.
Like we get done with this, I'm gonna go work in the yard for a little bit because it's a beautiful day out. And
Yeah.
No, we always go from marching band, and I'm like, oh, marching band's over. I can put my feet up a little bit, and then it's pre-tech for the fall play, tech week for the fall play, which takes way more time than marching band. So
Yeah.
I'm always like, oh yeah. But now
You're like, I was on break. Now I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
it's
I feel
okay.
that.
It's good things. It's just every year I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna get easier.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Protect.
Exactly. I think we finished off strong. So,
Yeah.
but to kind of go off of what Kevin was saying a minute ago, the football team had what did we finish? 9-1?
8-2.
8-2.
Yeah.
So 8-1 going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which I think you didn't lose your. Which game did you lose? Was this like
Rock Ridge.
Yeah, but that was the last one. That was
No,
the
I
second
was-
last one.
Week 8.
Week 8, yeah. So it was pretty exciting to see the team winning every single week. And this year we were trying with the band to get them more involved musically. I think there's just like this culture that I think the kids never maybe understood with football. It's like the band's got to be there, And the band honestly makes the game fun. Like, I mean, yeah, people can watch the football game.
Oh, the
That's-
crowd was nuts at all of our games this year.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So it was. I mean, I think we were.
And the band's a huge part of it. Like,
Right. Exactly.
It's really great that and we've talked about it before, but our head football coach loves all of that pageantry.
Mhm.
Like, it's all important. The band, the cheerleaders, the game, the
Mhm.
crowd, the boosters, and all of that stuff. He's all for all of that because Friday nights are supposed to be
Yeah.
special.
I mean, of all the things that like this town probably looks forward to, football's one of those things.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, all sports, but like, I mean, like every small town's kind of like
Well,
that. Like,
the thing about football that's different is you have one a week.
mhm.
Basketball, you have 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah.
Track and field, you have 2 or 3 a week. Volleyball, you have 2 or 3.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you work all week for one day, and it's just a little bit different. So
Yeah, exactly.
it was
So
it was a fun year. We're very sad that it's over. We wish we were playing tomorrow, but we're not.
yeah, it's okay though. I mean,
Yep.
on to other things at least for us. So
Yep.
oh yeah, and so then the playoff day, the first game we had was IMEA. So,
ILMEA.
ILMEA.
You have to put $1 in the swear
Shout
jar.
out Mr. Ferry. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Madeline Wood is somewhere doing a backflip.
Yeah,
right
Yeah, that's
now.
true.
You've got to put $1 in the swear jar.
I do.
Yep.
It's basically a curse.
Yep. Thanks,
Basically a
Madeline.
curse. Thanks, Madeline.
I'm going to tell you, the only time I'm going to say ILMEA
Is to correct him.
is on this website.
No.
I'll
I
try.
mean,
I even messed it up when we were singing in
Oh,
IMAX.
I mean-
gosh.
I mean, back in my day, it was IMEA. So just saying.
That's a second $1 in the swear jar.
just back.
Let's
just,
go.
Just, hey,
Yeah.
I got my check for going between buildings. I'm good for a little bit. How much you want? Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah.
for ILMEA. So not only did half the band was gone for ILMEA, but like that whole week, kids were out being just sick. Like it was just
Yeah.
like colds and coughing, and I can't talk. Like just all week long, and even leading up to the game, like kids are like, I'm throwing up. It's just so we were able to get some people out there, you know, for one more time. We were out there for the game. It was a good time, great weather. But unfortunately we didn't lose, but that's okay. I mean, it's part of competition. Someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. But yeah, so that was crazy. And then 2 days later, I had Prairie Land Conference. So then I took some junior high kids to what was it? Not Rockridge. Where did we go? Sherrard. And so that was really fun. So the Prairie Land Conference is like, you know, you
Our
nominate
junior
some-
high conference.
Yeah, junior high version of track, where it's like we nominate some students. They learn some music ahead of time. We go to a host school, and then the kids are in rehearsals all afternoon, and then they put on a concert at the end. Dr. Matt Thomas from WIU
Shout out.
was there, and so it was really great to see him and spend some time with him. And the kids, you know, he's like, these kids are great. This is like, he even said it like. He said it to the directors, but he also said it to the parents too. He's like, "This is probably the best honor band I've done." Like,
Really?
yeah, he's like, "This is like."
That's
And
awesome.
no honor band director has ever said that ever.
It gets said every time.
Mr. Ferry.
I don't know.
It gets said every
No,
single
I
It's
don't
time.
know.
because it was Mr. Martinez and Mr. Fornoff's
Yeah,
students there.
he knows that we're still paying money somehow to the university.
Shout
so-
out,
Shout out.
Shout out,
Mr. Fornoff.
Mr. Fornoff, Mr. Lisa Hallen.
He'll probably actually listen to the podcast
He probably will
rather than
get his
somebody that doesn't.
Well, those long drives back to and from, you know, not her apartment anymore.
Yeah.
You know, she's got to have something to listen to off-roading in her
Wait,
Jeep.
are you saying I'm gonna listen or he's gonna listen?
You
Well,
aren't.
dude, yeah, I was like,
I
you're
don't
probably
think
not.
either is gonna happen, but
She's gonna forebode it.
no,
Forbid
I
it?
would love for
Forbid
Mr.
it?
Fornoff to listen, but
We'll do like
Lame.
Pat McAfee. We'll do like get that one guy in, like a webcast every single time he can join in.
When we get Mark Hayes here to work with the choirs, I want to do a podcast
Yes, yeah,
oh,
that's gonna
that'd
be awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so yeah, then we had the junior high honor band. Then the next Monday was track.
Tri-River Athletic
Three
Conference.
Rivers.
3 Rivers.
I think I wrote that wrong in a couple
That's
emails.
Tri Valley. Who's calling you?
Nobody. Unknown caller.
Unknown caller. 3 Rivers Athletic Conference. So same deal with junior high Prairie Land. It's just the high school version now. A little bit larger scale, more students, but it's band and choir on the same day. But same deal, like we leave halfway through the day, kids go to rehearsal, they've had music for at least a couple of days. We had like one very quick rehearsal like the day before or the week before or whatever, and that's probably all we had time for because we had just finished marching band. So, but that was fun, seeing us directors, choosing potential directors for next time, and that was at Kiwani.
Did we talk about IVA yet?
He
mentioned
skimmed
it.
over it. He is.
Okay.
I was
like,
not there.
If
so...
your
So
friends,
it doesn't matter.
if your friend's going to do the stats on this show, 98% already him. You and I, like I might be at 1.5% and you're at 0.5%.
And
He
my
hasn't stopped
0.5.
talking the entire time.
Well, you said to sum up, so I'm trying to sum up quickly because we got stuff to talk about now.
But you're missing stuff, and you're just
What happens-
you're just
okay.
glossing
Oh my
over
gosh.
All
stuff.
right, we're gonna go
How
back
about our
to
three-
November.
Our 3 national anthem singers at I'm Yay.
Oh!
Swear jar!
Sorry, forgive me.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
That's your-
Got it.
Madeline, if you're keeping track, you're up to $3.
Oh my gosh.
About a quarter of the way there to buy one read.
Yep,
Um,
exactly. Basically.
No, so
Well,
we
let's go
did-
back to ILMEA.
That was close.
we
Correct myself.
we did have a fall concert in there.
Who did?
Excuse me.
The band
I
did. Oh yeah, the choirs I guess had a concert.
You were there.
I know. Anyway,
Dr. and Mrs. Martinez sounded so good.
Yeah.
yeah, that was
And
awesome.
Mr.
Danielle.
Barsh, shout out
Yes.
Dr.
shout
Mrs.
out.
and shout out Kyle Barshinger for playing.
And Danielle.
Yeah, Olszewski.
Olszewski.
Shout out from teaching at Woodhall, played
Oh,
piccolo.
Woodhall.
It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
My
See, you
favorite.
didn't even care.
It-
You didn't even
I'm trying
care.
to get the band
like
stuff
the
out of the
vocal
way,
stuff
'cause
doesn't
it goes
matter
so-
anymore. That's fine.
It goes so fast, the band stuff, because like you're the choir.
But
stuff
does
goes
it
so
really?
fast. Yeah, I mean,
Does it really go fast?
Some days.
Does it really?
Some days it
Does it
doesn't.
really?
So,
No, so yeah, we had our fall concert in October, and kids sounded really, really good.
yeah, they did.
One of the things that we have decided as a music department after this concert, I will tell everybody, the treble madrigal singers were singing this beautiful a cappella piece called The Warrior that they did at District for ILMEA. And sometime at the end of the first verse, beginning of the second verse, this young toddler, not a baby, toddler, just kept going, Baba! 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 And they were in the front row.
In the front row, yeah.
And like I kept going. Well, we got to the third verse, and any of you know this song. This third verse is different than the first two verses. The first two verses are exactly the same with different words. Third verse has a little bit different harmonies in it, a little bit different movement, and it's a little bit tricky, and I couldn't concentrate anymore. So for the first time in a long time, since I can remember, I actually cut the choir off and stopped singing. And I said, I'm sorry, we're going to start verse 3 again. And finally, this parent or grandparent that had this kid finally walked the kid out. There were other things that happened at our concert, and we as musicians, we know how to act at concerts. We know how to behave, and we tell our musicians how to do it. The one thing that we haven't done in a long time, and we're going to do from this point on, is we're going to teach our audience concert etiquette. Sit in your chair. Sit quietly. Do not get up in the middle of a song. Don't slam the door if you leave. Our doors are automatic shut, and they're pretty loud.
Yeah.
And there isn't a handle on the outside.
On one of them, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that needs to be addressed because.
Yeah, it's so we are not only like at our Christmas concert coming up in December, the choir goes first. So I will be, as soon as we walk on the stage, I'll be like, hey, this is our mixed choir. By the way, here's some concert etiquette tips. And then Mrs. Fornoff is going to write up a little thing to put in the program and say, this is our so we've been doing this for many, many years, and we still have to. So don't feel bad if you feel like your audiences are idiots, because sometimes they just are. Like we're so used to being out at a football game, at a basketball game, at a volleyball game. We're used to being able to talk while we're doing things, and I feel like a lot of the music that we program is entertaining for our audience. But there's also a couple of pieces, and that the Warrior was one of them, and then the Contique for Mixed Mads was another one. Those are very serious pieces that the kids and I and Mr. Silber, who's accompanying, we need to focus and concentrate. And when there are distractions going on, so if you're having that problem, just throw those etiquette things in your program or make an announcement. As Joe Pilger would say, step one.
Exactly.
Step one.
Yep.
Turn off your cell phones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, like concert halls will always be like, at this time, please shut off your electronic devices. Please, remain in your seat until the performance is ended and/or until the choir is done or something like that. Because I think it's, again, I think you're to your point, like they're used to athletic stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's okay to be loud and stuff because like you want to cheer them on, but this is a different kind of art form.
Well, and they also don't understand the hard work that these people put in.
Right. Well, and
like they don't see it. They're just like, oh, this is what we do at Monmouth Roseville. They just poof. They sound like this. And that's not even the case. These kids work their butts off. We work our butts off to get them to be where they are. And I got to tell you, I don't think this is a stretch. You've been here for, 5 years now?
6. This is 6.
This is 6. And I get that one of them was a stupid year. But, I was so looking forward to this concert because I felt like it was the best we have had. Mm-hmm. If not ever, but for a really long time. Every group is really good this year. And that just kind of put a damper in it. But so... that was fun, and then Lisa kind of alluded to it. ILMEA district choir and band. We had one band student, Angel Ruiz.
Shout out.
Okay, I'm not gonna name all the because I'll miss people, but I was very very happy with Paula Helly's help.
Shout out.
Our junior high took 20 kids to district, and our high school took 20 kids to district. And then we were very, very fortunate that I got the email from Callan Cedarquist.
Shout out.
Whoa, that was a really lame shout out.
That was.
Come on, WIU pride.
I was trying to
sorry, Callan.
ML drum major. That's your lineage.
Yes.
Right there.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Sorry, Callan. But anyway, got the email from her that we had 3 students that were in the top 2 in their section, and that's the first time in my career that I've ever had 3. I've had 2 a couple of times, I think. 1 every now and again. But we have 3 of them this year, and that's Rowan Love.
Shout out.
Matthew Blackford.
Shout out.
And, Drew Carlson.
Shout out.
So they're already going to All-State Honors Choir, and I'm very excited for December 4th to come when they let us know if we have any other All-Staters. The most I've ever had is 5. So
halfway there.
Could be.
Crossing our fingers that we get a couple, 3 more, and I'm always envious. I'm always envious of when you pull up to Peoria there, or you're walking around Peoria, and there's a school that had to bring a white bus, and there's a school that had to bring a freaking yellow bus.
Yeah.
It's suburban.
We take a suburban now. If we need a white bus, we're taking a white bus and a suburban, but because we don't want
to take the white bus.
We don't want to take the white bus everywhere we have to go. Yeah.
No.
So, that was pretty good. It was pretty good. I didn't get to go to ILMEA District 2 Band and Choir Festival, but I have heard nothing but awesome things about it.
Yes. Especially in the general meeting when Madam President Madeline Wood.
Shout out.
She shouted out the podcast.
Shout out.
Woo, shout out.
It was awesome.
Hey, have you guys given Blake any of those cards?
No.
So that they can have them at Kidder?
I don't even know if I have extras.
No,
I
have
them all.
I have.
Oh.
They're sitting in my living room.
Okay, can we get them here before you move?
By
the way, Lisa's bought a house!
Yay!
Yes, I was going to say, I'm not going to move them to Aledo, so they will come here.
Yeah, let's get them here and get them to Blake so he can, and then hopefully the people at Kidder
Shout out.
will just set them on the counter there and be like, oh, listen to this podcast. And then we get a lot more listeners. I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
Maybe.
So
So I
was
think.
are we wrapped up? No,
No.
Lisa.
No. I have a segment. So, there's been
I'm really worried about this, by the way.
I wouldn't tell them what it was. So there's been memes going around like the most interesting thing in a girl's life is their notes app. So since September or whatever, I've had a music in the making notes
Okay.
with topics that I think we need to talk about on here.
Okay.
Just because like funny stuff that we forget about by Friday, or if I knew we weren't going to talk about things, I just started writing it down. The really fun thing is now deciphering it because it's been like 3 months and I just wrote a few words. So some of it we will remember. Some of it we need to help each other. So one of my favorite podcasts, the Bobby Bones Show, there's Amy's Pile of Stories. So I would like to call this Lisa's Pile of Stories.
Lisa's Pile of Stories.
So the first one, Sue Hallen texting. So there was a week here where Mr. Ferry was doing group messages and kept accidentally saying, text Lisa Hallen, Art Martinez, and whoever else.
I forgot.
No, that was it. I would say text Art Martinez and Lisa Hallen, and then it would because I've changed Lisa's name in my phone to Lisa Fornoff, but I have Lisa's mom, Sue Hallen, in my phone. It would go to Art, Lisa, and Sue. So Sue would get in on these group chats from St. Bede.
It was amazing. It happened
It happened twice.
It did happen twice.
Yeah, and then
Why
I've
was
got to
that,
catch
though?
myself. I was a marching band. I wanted to know how you guys
Oh,
did a
yeah.
marching band.
But the first one was you saying, yay, we are going to Nashville, but with more colorful language.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I used the B word.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Yeah, we're going to Nashville. B word.
Yeah.
And Sue replies back, "Oh, I didn't know we were going."
Yeah, she's like, oh, what room am I staying in?
And like I swear a lot. Like, and it's just who I am. I swear a lot. I do not swear in front of Sue Hallen. Like I know when and where to do
respect.
things. That, I mean, Bruce, I wouldn't care, but Sue, I care.
Shout out.
I'm kidding, Bruce. I'm kidding.
That's
Thanks for the free
hilarious.
food.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Starting off strong. Okay, I haven't told either of you this. So,
Uh-oh.
I don't know. There was a time twice I went into my phone and I had accidentally muted your text. And by you, I mean Mr. Martinez. Like, it was like during Marching Band when we're texting each other a lot. And I was like, why am I not getting notifications? And you were muted. I promise it was not on purpose.
Why do I have 50 text messages?
It was just kind of like,
49 from
am
me.
I doing this in my sleep? Like, what is happening? I don't
That's
know. It was
hilarious.
kind of funny.
Crispin was doing it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
He's like, you keep talking about this art guy, and I don't really appreciate it. You're staying out late, extra time at work. What is
Oh
this?
my
It's like
gosh.
marching band. Marching band. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then, okay, so a few weeks ago, I hope this doesn't come across as complaining. It was just really funny at the time. So a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to start this new thing in piano class. We're going to do piano pieces you should know. And once a week, we're just going to sit and listen to, the pieces you should know. And it was my first time doing it with the first class. And I was going to do a prelude and nice, soft, quiet piano piece. I press play, and the second I press play in the other room, boom, 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 from percussion class. The timing was just crazy. Like, you could not hear a single piano note.
So our percussion class and our piano lab share a wall
Yes.
and a door.
If you can call it a wall.
Yeah.
It's barely
Yes.
a wall.
Yeah.
And normally it's totally fine because we have our headphones on, but I was just using the speaker, and just the second I pressed play, and I was like, oh no. And I
That's
later,
awesome.
I just want to say first world problems.
it is 100%.
We have a percussion class
Yeah.
We
and
have
a piano
class.
lab, and now we're complaining.
I know, again,
Mm.
just like, I don't, it was
Mr.
it was
Martinez,
wild.
can you keep the drum drums down.
Drums, we can't hear ourselves play the piano.
No.
That's
It was
awesome.
funny. Just again, the timing that they happened to be inside that day, they happened to start playing right then. And then I also later figured out how to turn up the volume, which is on me. So I ended up like putting the microphone, telling them to put their headphones on,
there
putting the
you go.
microphone by the speaker. It worked. Okay, I don't remember this totally. I wrote Lisa is a scam, libel. Kevin, you texted Lisa is a scam and like saying I said something wrong in a group chat, and I was like, I did not say that. I don't remember
this.
I'm trying to look it up.
I was gonna say type in scam.
But let's not have dead air though.
No,
Like while
I
he's
don't.
looking that up, go on your next
Again,
one.
I thought it was funny enough to write in my notes.
Liable? I don't remember this, but I'm sure if you wrote it down, I'm sure it
Lisa is a scam. I don't know.
No.
And then I just wanted to again shout out Kidder Music and kind of talk to you guys about this. They were on like the front page feature for this Music Inc. magazine, and it was like this awesome write up I was reading. I saw it
Really?
on Facebook. It was so cool. So I was just like, oh my gosh, they're so cool.
Oh, we have other news.
We do.
Yeah. Don't we have a grant?
Well,
Oh, we're working on it.
hopefully.
We're working on it.
Okay.
We're working on it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say it.
Still to come.
Still to come.
We
Yeah, I
have-
would say. I think we've at least put our foot in the door as far as like a lot of needs, because after talking about like what the opportunity, like whatever the money amount is, like here's everything that we need. So, and honestly, like even if we don't get like everything, it might still be worth bringing it up for the budgets next year, saying like actually this moment created like, oh my gosh, actually there's a lot of things that we still could really use.
Yeah.
So
Can we, while you're looking that up, do you have more?
No, that was
Okay.
the end of mine.
So I'm not. I enjoy band. We all know I'm not a band guy, but I enjoy band. And I gotta be honest. Like the Central Band concert is not something that I ever look forward to.
What?
Well, it's not. And name the band teacher that's been there, not just Mrs. Fornall. And I still don't look forward to it. Now, that being said, pretty sure that was the best 5th and 6th grade band concert I was ever at. Like, those kids did a really, really good job. I really like that it's about 20 minutes long. So I thought they did really well.
Thank you. I had fun.
That's
They
all
did.
you want to say about it?
No,
Okay, thank you.
no. Well, we did. I always feel bad because in
You
this
keep
concert-
talking.
the
Oh.
5th graders.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. Go, yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
I will walk out of this room. The
Well-
5th graders.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
You-
Go ahead.
Tell us all about it.
I was like, what are you getting at? I remember now.
So this is a concert. The 5th graders know 3 notes, so we're playing.
3 notes and a
And
word.
we're off, which is just practicing holding out our tones and articulating. And then Eau Claire de la Lune and Mary Had a Little Lamb and Hot Cross Buns. So the 5th graders don't have a ton of things
The beginning
to play.
band, national anthem.
Yes.
Bom, ba bom, bom. On concert B flat.
No, it's
No, Hot Cross Buns.
Oh, Hot Cross Bun.
Were
Oh,
you even
sorry.
paying attention?
Sorry.
Were you
I'm
even
trying to.
there? Did he step out?
I don't know, he
No, he
might have.
stood right in front of me and we made fun of Bruce and Sue for being late.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's true. They were late.
They were there by the first song.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they
Well,
stepped
They
in.
when
kind
I
of
looked
stuck
over,
in.
they were
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Anyway, so this year I do these like practice steps where we go through and we count and clap the rhythm, we say it and move it, and then we play it. So I kind of demonstrated that to the audience, partially just to give the kids more things to perform, and even more so to be like, hey parents, this is what they should be doing at home. And even if you have no idea how to play an instrument, you can help them by being like, have you tried clapping it? Didn't you do that at your concert? So kind of teaching the audience how to help their students. So I did that for the first time, which I really liked, including that in the concert. And then I had a 6th grader who was mad at me, like, we didn't get to do that last year, so I guess that's good.
Well, I think what else you did for the first time is you used profanity.
Oh my gosh, I did not.
I mean,
Fake-
You were
I heard it.
So what we were talking about is you're supposed to set this up and say,
Yeah.
Mr. Perry, what was your favorite part of the concert? But you blew it. You screwed it all
I
up.
was trying to find a text message that doesn't exist.
I think it was in a staff meeting. I don't think it was over text now.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
remember.
But back to
Anyway.
my favorite part of the concert.
Yes, your favorite part of the concert.
Mrs. Fornoff happened. Is somebody here?
No.
Okay. Mrs. Fornoff happened to be speaking, and we all misspeak from time to time, but this one's really funny. And if you know Lisa Fornoff, you know that she is very proper. Okay, not that's not in a bad way. She's just very professional, 99.9% of the time.
The streak is broken.
The streak has
Oh
been
my
broken.
god.
So she was trying to say short and smart
At the
in the same
time.
sentence, like back-to-back
No,
words,
short
or
and start, wasn't
Short
it?
and start.
I don't know,
You don't
but
even
It
know.
might have. Well, let's give another example so people can start to understand.
I thought
short
it was
and smart.
Yeah, I thought it
I
was
don't
short
know.
and smart. It came out sharp. Lisa Fornoff at the 5th and 6th grade band program said sharp. And here's the thing. I won't throw him under the bus, but somebody who may not be named rhymes with Bornock. Martinez and myself just giggling like 12-year-olds. Just giggling. Like, she just said that.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
just said
Yeah.
that. That's
Oh
hilarious.
my gosh. Of course, everyone probably didn't catch it, but
No, the audience didn't catch it at all, but we did.
But me being 13 and you being
We did.
12.
I just looked up. I leaned up and I'm like, did she just? He's like,
I'm like, yeah, she did.
Yes, she did.
You know, I was like, did I say that? I just kept going on,
You
as
did.
you do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I probably didn't. And then after the concert, I found out I
Yeah,
was
that was
mistaken.
pretty great.
It was.
Thank you for not saying that. Well, for not leading with that. Thank you for leading with how good we were.
Oh no, it was fantastic. It was really good, and the
Yeah.
playing their the 6th grade band Surfing USA
I think
Yeah.
it's
is really good.
I think
But
the
never
way-
give flutes the melody. Like, sorry,
I
flute players.
know.
in
Could
the
you
staff
hear
though.
it though? You could tell they had it. So we
Well, I
worked
could tell
so
because
hard.
we could tell because we couldn't hear it.
Ugh. Well, I
Like-
tried so hard.
Ba 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 ba.
Yeah, like before it, I'm like whole notes. Shh. But it's just saxophone.
Yeah,
versus
I mean that's really hard to do.
It's hard. It's okay. We tried.
Does everybody
I
else have
promise
that
they
problem
were
in the
playing
world?
that.
Like they have 8,000 kids that want to play saxophone.
I
I
do
don't
right now.
get it. The other day, who was I talking to? Some band director in the area. I wish I could shout him out. I can't. Was like, so how do you like stop, or how do you like limit the number of percussionists you have? And I'm like, I can't get kids to play percussion. I don't get it. So
That's crazy.
I
We
have
had a rule in my
percussion
house: no
problem.
flute, no percussion. And then Kendall.
So not a music question, but what's that Hawaiian punch for?
for you guys to please drink.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take
Yeah,
it.
I mean, if
But-
you say so.
Yeah, no, please drink it.
Yeah,
but if
you're
you're
good.
gonna keep playing your instruments afterwards, make sure you rinse out your
After you're done with rehearsal.
Yes, or rinse with water.
Yes.
So
She's
sorry
gonna
to
drink it from her
interrupt.
trumpet. She's gonna drink it from her trumpet.
Oh,
Anyway, but no, I was gonna make the comment though. Like, I really like the way that you do this concert because it really honestly shows everything that has to go into just playing an instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Music in general.
Yeah.
There's counting. There's like focus. There is like you have to
And
know
note
the
names.
language and
the
know
note names and,
I mean,
and
like,
all that
this-
stuff was
There's
really
just
good.
so much that it's like you showed in such a short amount of time that I think like people who are really paying attention would be like, oh wow, that's a lot of stuff.
And it gave us plenty of time to go out and eat dinner afterwards.
yeah,
I will also say I was just thinking about this. Like this was like my first concert 6 years ago, and like I remember Kyle being like
Shut up.
shout out like. You're freaking out. It's fine. I'm like running around like trying to get everything right. But now I've done this 5 times, I think, because we probably didn't do it in 2020. But and like I did not like totally plan out everything I was gonna say like I normally have it. But I was like, I've done this so many times. I've got this. And then that's the year I misspeak. And it was like the first time
she
I
got
started
too
talking.
comfortable.
Yep.
Lesson learned.
Mm-hmm. A little arrogant, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, the head just got a little bit
Mrs.
puff of air too
Mrs.
big.
Fornoff, arrogant. Yeah. Yeah.
Humility.
In this room, the most.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
For faux show.
Full show, full
Faux show. So what do we got coming up? We got a Madrigal dinner. We've got a Christmas concert.
Yeah. And then we'll be gone. We'll be gone for.
You guys are going to Midwest.
Yep. That's always a good time.
We are performing with Dr. Kevin Nichols.
Yeah.
Shut up!
He just performed yesterday at PASIC.
I know,
That's
that's
pretty
awesome.
Yeah, so that's good for him.
He's doing his clinic, Accentuate the Accessories, and we are playing in one of the pieces for it.
Guest
so.
lectures.
Yes.
Hey, I just thought of this. Can we talk? Those of you that don't know, us, and I think is it Stephen, Brandon, and Curtis, and
Yeah, the
Alex.
Starting schools.
There's a bunch of schools getting together, and we're doing a clinic at IMEC this year.
Yeah.
Talking about best practices of solo and ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just set up the microphone for it and make that a podcast?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it probably wouldn't be right in front of us. I think I'll have it set up so it's like it's towards the front.
Yeah,
and so
whatever.
yeah.
We don't need the
Yeah.
inside baseball right now. I'm just saying, can
Well,
we
yeah,
podcast?
I think so. Yeah,
let's
I'd say
do
so.
that. I think we should. I think that would be really a really good podcast. And
Well, and we'll have our round tables while the kids are
we do need,
rehearsal.
huh?
While the kids are doing rehearsal, we'll do.
Oh yeah, we'll at the
Couple
at the
episodes,
Pier
probably.
Marquette. Yeah,
Yep.
I think this time we need to be a little bit more social about it.
What do you mean?
Like
Get more people to be in it?
no, like not just have water.
Soda?
Yeah, we could have soda. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Regular? On a weekday. Yeah.
Yeah.
No diet.
yeah.
Yeah. Ma. Yeah.
So yeah, all the Madrigal stuff coming up. Excited for that. Tickets are on sale. Anybody wants to come and see it?
I guess this
It's
is
really good. I'm really happy with the mixed Madrigal singers this year. Last year we had a really good group. The year before we had a really good group, but I really think this one is.
Really?
stellar.
I really think this one's really good.
That's
Yeah. Well, you guys. Yeah, you get to hear You get to hear
Yeah.
mixed choir all the time, but you guys don't hear.
I could just come do my
you-
prep in there sometimes.
You could. They're really good, and I really not that they listen to the podcast, but
They do.
not our kids. I don't care about them.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm
I
just
shouldn't have
kidding.
assumed I knew what you're talking about.
I'm just kidding. No, Carolyn Keller and Tim Pale, who have
Shout
Shout
out.
outs.
come and helped throughout the semester so far, and I am very excited. Dr. Thomas Clark
Shout out.
is going to come back a week from Monday from Central Methodist and work with the kids. I guess they get that whole week off at Central Methodist, so he's going to be here to work with the kids and say hi to a bunch of them. So, yeah, we got a lot from now until December. Ridiculous.
So next week, next Friday, after we hopefully record a podcast, I go to Macomb, and Mr. Fornoff and I are playing on the WRU Flute Studio recital. Because we've been taking flute lessons this year.
Oh wait, you're not joking. Oh,
I'm not
I
joking.
legit thought she was like gonna pull out her horn and stuff. I'm like, that's a flute recital though.
No!
Dang.
No. Like, I was helping.
What are you doing next Friday?
Next.
Not that.
Um,
I wish you all the best. Hey, send me the live stream.
yeah, I don't know if. I feel like it won't be. It could be, though. They have it set up.
Hilarious.
But if Mr. Martinez doesn't show up, we're just going to go to his front porch.
I've never been
and
invited to
play.
Mr. Martinez. I've been invited to your apartment, but I've never been invited to the Martinez's. And I don't think that's Kat's fault, because I think Kat actually does kind of like me. I think it's him. He's never been like, hey, why don't you and AJ come down for supper one night? We'll sit out at the gazebo or whatever.
My door is always open.
No, that's
To
not,
friends.
That's,
You're just going to send your dogs on him. But the door's open.
Yeah, as if they would sick anything. Oh my gosh.
Lick him to death.
Lois talks a big game, but she's a big old
Lois.
Lois, yeah.
Lois.
That's my half German Shepherd, half Poodle. Golden Retriever thing. And then Micah, who's half Golden Retriever, half Lab. He's just 90 pounds of beef.
Beefcake.
Beef cake. Dang. This is therapeutic. Why
We
did
haven't done
stop?
this in a while. We never, and I know we've said it before. I see you every now and again, and we'll talk for a few minutes. I never see you anymore.
I know.
I never see you.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
he's pointing to me, by the
And
way.
you two are the ones who were at the same two schools.
Yeah,
But
But we're at the high school.
he's
for the same
teaching
amount of
band while
time.
I'm
doing the
I know.
choir.
watching dual credit kids.
Right.
I know.
And then he's teaching while I'm teaching. And then I don't get to the junior. When I get to the junior high, I really want to get in touch with Paula and make sure we're on the same page before rehearsal starts. And, he's busy doing his Guardian stuff during his prep. So
Kevin.
Making money. No. Kidding. No.
All right.
For legal reasons.
our
3:26.
our admin does not listen to this podcast.
3:26 p.m. That's when I become a Guardian rep. And then it's basically 3 to 5, 3:30 to 5 because we close at 5.
I don't know what that means.
Like the office, like the people who are
It does not.
goes till 5 o'clock. Like the business day hours.
Okay.
business hours.
Why are we talking about a company that doesn't sponsor us?
Oh, good point.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna have to change.
Unshout out
Midwest.
Guardian.
I have to
Yeah.
change it Midwest. Darn.
Are they going to be a Midwest?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. We're gonna have like one of the biggest booths ever.
That's booths.
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 You got it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're not going to go to the flute recital next Friday, you could today go to Happy Joe's in Aledo for the Mercer County Junior High Chess Club pizza party. That's another option, because that's where I'm heading.
That almost sounds worse.
I'm told I have to play a game of chess in order to eat the pizza.
Oh my gosh, that's definitely worse. Go to the food studio.
How quickly can I expose my king?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just get the game over with.
Last year.
You didn't see that one.
Why
All right,
are you
pizza.
making that move? Checkmate. Okay, let's go eat.
Last year, the 6th grader I was playing, we got into stalemate. Neither of us could win.
Just say king me and be like, wrong game. Like, okay, I guess you win.
The only time I've been to that pizza Happy Joe's is for Crispin's birthday. I wasn't invited this year, I guess.
Christmas
That was 2 summers ago.
That was 2 summers
But whatever,
ago.
I guess.
What did we do for his birthday this year?
I don't know. I
Nothing,
guess
don't
I'm not a part of the cool club.
know.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. No.
a very fun club.
Yeah. What else? Anything?
Between all of that, I mean, I was gonna make the comment, like, I was looking at the calendar and it's like next week's a full week.
5-day week. Yeah, it's no school November. It used to be no shave November. It's no school November.
But then after that, it's Thanksgiving,
We have 2 days.
and then we get back.
That's
It's-
3 weeks.
But it's like 2 weeks of our concert, and then that last week is finals,
Yeah.
which is like it's 2 full weeks, and then and then the 15th is
Yeah,
like right
yeah, yeah.
there.
No.
Yeah. And then a week, and then...
Well,
then
but then,
finals.
then
Yeah, we have
we
4
got a
weeks.
Midwest though,
It's-
like the next week, so it's
yeah, and
around
I've got to
here.
cover your finals, so that'll be fun.
It's all right. My finals will be done before.
Yeah, have them all done before
Yep.
those
I
days,
gotcha.
and they can just actually they'll probably just sit down here because all my stuff's down here.
Put on a
And
movie.
We'll just chill. Well, do we have finals exemptions anymore? I don't think we do.
No.
I think everybody has to take finals.
Yep,
So
at least for
yeah,
the first
I don't care.
semester.
Just sit down and shut up.
No yelling on the
Not talk
bus.
to my bad kids like that. They're sensitive.
She's talking.
Maybe you need to toughen them up a little bit.
Probably.
She's,
Yeah.
Jose, she's not talking about 5th grade.
Yeah.
I missed this. Honestly, I don't think there's anything else. You finished your Lisa list?
What are we gonna?
Jeez.
I'm so sorry.
What are we gonna do next week without a Lisa list?
There's
if
always
you guys
random
are
stuff
funny,
going on.
I'll add on. This is a continuous segment. You're gonna let me do this every
The
time.
Lisa list.
Who's?
Lisa's pile of stories. Although I do like Lisa list. That might be.
We need a
more
third
catchy.
L. Lisa's laughable list. Lisa's
Ooh.
laughing list. Lisa's lively list. Lisa's
Loser
List
list.
of laughs.
I like that one. Let's go there.
I wish I could find the scam thing. That might have been.
I think it was in person now. I
Yeah.
think it was like at a
it was a
staff
staff
meeting.
meeting. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
She already said that.
I know, but
You
but it
don't
sounds more
remember
familiar. Yeah, but I don't remember what it was.
And like it was like Lisa's a scam, and I think it might have been something you did, and
Yeah.
I'm getting blamed for it, and I'm like, that's none of that is what happened.
You're like, I'm literally at
But thank
Central, but thanks. Okay.
I feel
I
like
would-
there was.
I would go back to Eric's agenda, but he always deletes it, so I don't know. No. So now I don't know.
I think there was something I wanted to talk about from piano class, but I don't remember.
You mentioned, well, it was funny because it's from the Lisa list, but like I actually played the kids for today.
Mhm.
Like I played them like a piece of music,
Mhm.
like using the piano, and it was funny because like I was just gonna do like what we have been doing, but I'm like, you know what, like I think they just need a break from just the
Yeah.
day to day, right? It's also Friday, and so I played them a performance of what's her name, Matsuko Uchida. She's like one of those really famous pianists, and she did the
That's pianist.
piano.
Piano players.
Portuguese. She was doing like the Mozart 20. I don't know if you remember that one, but it was the concert where it's like she's conducting the orchestra also. So I was explaining like this is how it used to be. Like composer would write the music and then they direct it and they play it. I mean, it was like it's like blew their mind. So they actually, I think they thoroughly enjoyed it. Like a lot of them were just like staring at her, just like as she played. I'm like, guys, it's all the same notes that you're playing. Like it just sounds more complicated, but really it's all the same notes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Same
the
number
only
of
thing.
keys.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of crazy to think about it, but like you're doing what she's doing, just she's just at a little bit different level. So
That actually got me to what I was trying to think of. Thank you.
there you go.
So yeah, I started this weeks ago, and we've been going through. We did like The Entertainer. We did something Rachmaninoff, I'm usually showing. There's this YouTube channel that shows the hands and the music, which is awesome.
Oh,
because then I can like point out things. But then today I was pulling up the For Elise video, and I had like the same one that shows both of them, and then Jenica was like, whoa, wait. Let's watch the Muppets version instead. So instead we
What?
watched
Oh my
the
gosh.
dog Muppet playing for Elise. And it was
Ralph?
actually really, yeah, it was that one. So that's how my piano pieces you should know course event has gone. Then Mr. Fairy walks in and he starts singing along to For Elise, and he's like, you need to watch the McDonald's commercial from the 80s with this. So then I showed them the Muppets and a McDonald's commercial that had For Elise.
It's this little girl doing her piano recital, and for her to memorize it, she talks about all the McDonald's food, and she's like, and not give any to my dumb brother, and then at the end she's like, and almost fries. Yeah, I used to be able to sing that whole thing.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, people don't watch commercials anymore, thank God.
Yeah.
Right.
Commercials are getting shorter now because in some ways.
What?
I said commercials are getting shorter in some ways.
What's getting shorter?
Commercials. Like the
Commercials.
commercials. No, you said, because you know what you said? No, one says watch
No,
commercials.
because people stream and
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
don't watch commercials.
Unless you're on YouTube.
Because,
then it's like-
yeah, I mean, then you skip ad, but, yeah, like, back in my day, we
Yeah.
only had 3 channels.
Yeah.
And you had to watch, you had to stand up to change the channel.
You were rich. You had 3 channels.
Never forget the day we got cable.
Yeah.
11 channels.
Yeah.
11 channels. And not a one of them was a shopping network.
Deal.
Dang.
11 channels.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm like, and as a kid, like I was 12 or 13 or whatever, and I'm like, 24-hour news? Who cares?
Yeah.
Now
And it's
that's
like
all.
12 or 13. That's all I watch now. I get
Yeah.
get done talking to AJ at home, and I'm like, I'm not gonna watch the news.
Yeah, I was
Like-
gonna say cause I remember seeing a documentary about like I think significant things in like history and culture of America, and I guess I never realized like CNN was like the first like
It was.
did like 24 hours. It's like what? Like
Yep.
I mean, what an amazing concept.
Yeah.
At
Well,
the
and
time.
it went around. There was ESPN, 24-hour sports. It's the first 24-hour
Yeah.
sports network. Now, we can debate when it first started whether it was all real sports because it
Yeah.
had a ton of filler like professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Athletic is all get out, but it's sports entertainment, which is to me is a little bit
different,
different.
yeah.
But like I would get home from school at 3:00 and like AWA wrestling was on, but we had WGN, TBS. We did have HBO and Cinemax. Like we were uptown.
Mm-hmm.
But what was it? Country music, the Nashville Network. Before it became Country Music Television, there used to be the Nashville Network.
I don't think I knew that.
Oh yeah, the Nashville Network was awesome. Had terrible games on it. Game show like a country music Jeopardy, and it was really bad. I mean, you could watch Hee Haw, and there was Minnie Pearl,
gotcha.
and obviously the Grand Ole Opry was on there. And,
Sure.
Like there was just different stuff. I think USA was one of them. But so you got your 4 channels of CBS,
ABC,
NBC, and PBS. Fox, you still had to disconnect from your cable and go to your antenna because for whatever reason.
Yeah.
ESPN, CNN, WGN, TBS, Cinemax, HBO. Maybe it was 13. Yeah. I think there was like maybe a Christian network on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh,
and
we had a remote control.
Yeah. Talk about
Because we had a cable box. So.
Yeah.
You could
Do you
change
not have remote controls now? Or
I
was
just
that
said
new?
like what? No, I was the remote because I had to sit close to the TV.
Okay.
Like so Dallas would get over and they'd be like, turn it from channel 6 to channel 8, and it would be Night Court or whatever.
Right.
And that's how you watch TV. Like you knew what was on. You had the TV guide. You knew what was on.
Yeah.
And it was just
TV guy.
like, and I get it. Some people have it. Like there's no appointment TV anymore for me except for football, like sports.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a huge Survivor fan. I haven't watched a single episode of this season. Why? Because I'm going to wait until the season's over.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch it all at once. Because I don't need to do that anymore. So.
Don't you worry about like spoilers for a show like that?
I'm never online.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do that, and
So.
like I'm not in a Survivor group chat, so
Sure.
I should be. I would rule. I don't know how to do it. And if anybody out there is a huge Survivor fan, and any of those, I have an idea for a Survivor season. Survivor Legends. It can even be a second, like a spinoff, like Chicago PD Med Fire or
Yeah.
FBI Most Wanted, FBI, SVU, Law and Order, all 12 of them. Survivor Legends. And have the guys that when I say guys, I mean everybody. The people that we all grew up with watching and love and know. And I get that they'll be, in their 40s or 50s, but hey, let them go at it. Bring the Boston Robs and the Tysons and the Russells and everybody just shut off the podcast, so I apologize. Apologize for bringing because Lisa's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't even listen to podcasts.
It's not the Gilmore Girls.
It's not VeggieTales.
Salary.
We just got flagged on YouTube.
Oh no.
No, we did not.
Every so often, I get a notification on YouTube saying that Fleetwood Mac has approved your whatever they call it. You've been flagged by the copyright. Fleetwood Mac has approved your flag. So
Thank you,
I'm
Fleetwood
glad.
Mac.
Thank
Shut up.
you, thank you, Mrs. Stevie Nicks Mac.
All right, it's hot in here.
It is boiling. Yes.
It's warm in here.
It's warm.
Hi,
Because
how
it's
about we
tiny
go home?
office.
Is it time to go home?
It's time.
Yes, it is.
Hey, let's go home.
Hey,
Let's do this again next
week. Yeah.
And
the week after that.
The week after that
Well,
is
no,
Thanksgiving.
yeah. We'll do it
I mean,
on.
we could do a Thanksgiving episode, but I don't get invited to Friendsgiving. Were you invited to Friendsgiving?
I was not invited to Friendsgiving.
Wow.
Friendsgiving's not really happening, probably. It's gonna be in-law giving. In-laws giving.
Isn't that just Thanksgiving? Spending time with family?
Yeah.
You don't need to give
yeah,
it
that's
anything.
true.
Wow.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true.
You need to educate him.
Lisa's laughable list for next time.
Yeah,
Lisa's
we need a sponsor for that.
Yeah, we do.
We need a sponsor. Maybe the International Federation of French Horns.
International Horn Society.
No.
IHS.
Let's actually have the actual IMEA sponsor that one.
IMEA!
Actual. No. Actual. I said actual IMEA.
I don't know what that
What is
means.
All
that?
of Iowa. It's Iowa.
It's
Oh.
Iowa? Okay.
Well, actually, I think it is.
Or is it Idaho?
No. I think
Or is it
Idaho's-
Indiana?
No, I think Idaho's IDMEA. And Indiana's INMEA. But I think Iowa's like IMEA, even though we were IMEA first.
How do you know that?
Because back in my day it was called IMEA. And it was
So you
stupid.
looked up all the
Those-
other I states?
Because, yeah. Well, Idaho is... Well, what is... Oh, IA.
I think
Yeah,
you're
I
just
think it's-
making stuff up.
I think it's IAMEA. No, I don't think it's IAMEA. I think it's actually IMEA. I'll look it up. I'll Google it.
You do that.
I'll do that.
Let us know.
I'll Mr.
Report back
I'll
next
Mr.
week.
Jeeves it. I'll Mr. Jeeves it.
This will be a segment we call Art Martinez's useless crap.
There's a lot of it. But not now.
Mr. Ferry! Sorry, I'm getting
Hey,
so
she's the one that
distracted
said...
listening to the brass quintet. I wasn't even listening, so am I mad at him?
Girl!
That's a funny one.